Uh, all right. Hello there, everyone. What am I looking at here? I'm looking at a whole bunch of folders that I have for all kinds of games that I have. A lot of PDFs, things from over the years. Playing a lot of RPG games, doing a lot of stuff, and I'm finding out that, organizing adventures and so on is kind of hard to do. Just organizing files in general, can be kind of a pain. I've kind of moved to doing some note taking. I play some Shadowdark, and I've used Obsidian a lot for the for setting things up, for kind of developing out the world. I'm actually working using is it James Mishler Games Hawkmoor campaign setting, and he gives quite a good overview of the whole area, but there's still a lot of details that need to be filled in. So I'm kind of doing that on my own. Part of the thing is I'm pulling published adventures that are already created, and I'm bringing them into the game and using them in my world, making changes. But it's kind of hard to keep track of the stuff. You can see here, like right now, I'm running this game. It's just a really simple adventure I got from DM's Guild, the Dwarven Stragglers. Just one of the 99-cent adventures. I'm adding it in to an overall storyline, and maybe someday I might maybe go into the use of Obsidian. Obsidian is just one of the greatest things ever. I've used a lot of OneNote. I've used other similar apps in the past, but I'm finding Obsidian is, it's free. It has a lot of things to it, but it's great for building out a world, building out campaigns. Great for note taking in general, basically. But I have a lot of existing files, and I really have a hard time searching them. And that's where this comes in. I've got what's called Doc Goblin. I first heard about this through Power Wordspill, the YouTube channel, which he does a lot of stuff on RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons, so on. This actually has a use for a lot of other things other than just gaming. Um, Basically, I would like to show you the website for this here, Doc Goblin, and just explain what it really is. What is Doc Goblin? It's a free desktop application. And again, I'm not affiliated with these guys at all, but I've started to use their product, and I'm finding a lot of use for it. It's a free desktop application that lets you search your documents efficiently, and it says thanks to its powerful search engine, it will answer your queries with speed and precision. So what I do like about this, it's a desktop application, so it's not a web-based thing. You could be just about anywhere and not even have internet access, and you could use this. It's a document search engine. Now, for me, I'm building out this world, a campaign. I'm using published content. I'm using stuff that I've made up, solo play, all kinds of things that I'm putting into this world. But trying to find a document, like I may have an adventure that I'm looking at that's, there's this adventure I remember. I can't remember who it was from. Was it Troll Lord Games? Was it the Arcane Library? Was it Matt Colville? I can't remember who it's from. Well, I can set up libraries through this software and then basically set up searches. And you can see here, last people here, there's some great reviews. Looks like Axator the Wise mentions how he can access all the rules in his 234 D&D books with a simple search. Um, it's great for that. It could be used for a lot of other things, honestly. I've got the free version installed. And basically, with this free version, I've got two libraries that I've already set up. One called Solo Adventures, because I do run a lot of Shadowdark solo adventures. And then also world building. Any books that I have that are related to world building, those are in here. So I've got this in here. I could say maybe do a search on magic. Just as an example of something I've already got. Well, where does it mention magic? It's going to be all over the place. I've got, wow, Games Workshop, Dungeon Lairs, the Griffin's Saddlebag, Book One. These are all the references, and it tells you here off to the side how many references there are in each of these PDFs. And it doesn't even have to be PDFs. It could be other files, but it's basically a file search engine, and it actually looks inside of these. Like I've got this Ultimate Guide to Alchemy and Crafting from Nord Games, and I can open these up and take a look. Now, in the case of this one, I do have a lot of these on my server. I've got another server computer, so they're not local to my machine because I've got a lot of files. I got a lot of different things out there. But I can bring this up and it will actually show me all the different links. It's got 26 links in this particular document that are related to magic. You can, of course, you can zoom in, zoom out within the PDF. I can go through and search. Look at this, magic, magic, magic. All these instances where the word magic comes up. So it's great for searching and looking things up. And it's good that if you categorize things in a certain way, I can see where this could be very, very useful. Now, in the free version, you're allowed to create up to 3 libraries. So in the free edition, you can make 3 libraries. Now, if I wanted to, I could make one here and just say, call it maps. I'm just going to do this as an example. And then what I can do is I can either add files, or I can add a directory, or I can add an entire folder to the library. So I do know that I do have some folders. I can go here, server 1. I know where these are at. I have a backups folder. I have games. I will go look at, say, Dungeons and Dragons, probably 5th edition. Go to that folder that I have. I think I have a maps folder. So we'll just add the folder, the whole maps folder there. Now I have other maps. I have maps from Pathfinder, maps from Shadowdark, and you can see already that it's grabbing all those and putting them here. Now, the nice thing about this is I may have map files in other locations. This folder structure is something that I've had over many years. And I could rearrange it. I could throw all this stuff in and probably use Obsidian and set something up to do it. But this is already doing it for me, and it's really awesome. I don't know. This is a first time through this, but I could say, well, maybe I want a tavern. Where am I going to find a map in here that has a tavern? Oh, look at this, the Raunchy Oyster Fantasy Tavern. Cool. There's a PDF for a tavern. I've got the Elusive Gavel. I believe that is another tavern. Looks like I have another copy of the Raunchy Oyster here. I've got all these different ones. Look at this, Dungeons and Lairs. They're talking about taverns. So it's looking inside of the PDFs. So basically, if it's able to recognize text within the PDF file, it goes and finds it. Now, I'm showing you a use for this for RPG games, but this could be used for anything. You could use this for work. You may have a lot of PDFs files. You may have documents for work or for personal use that you've scanned over the years, and you just want to be able to search things. Like you can't, like I saved this document 5 years ago. I can't remember what folder I put it in. Well, you could set something up and then basically do a search. And I just think this is just kind of an easy way to organize it. Can you do searches through Windows Explorer? Yeah, you can do some searches and you can search for text within a document. But the nice thing about this is you don't have to alter the existing file structure that you've maybe built over many years. You do leave that alone. All you need to do is create the library. And I could add, I could go to this map library and say, well, you know what? I have maps in another place. Maybe I want to add a folder, and maybe I want to go over to, say, Pathfinder or something. I don't know. I think I probably have some maps there somewhere. So I'm hoping that you can already see some use for this. So there we go. Games. Let's go. I got a lot of historical war games in here, and a big fan. But I got first edition, second edition. Well, look at that. I got a maps folder here. Well, let's go ahead and select that one too and get that in. You can see already it's adding, it looks like it added 10 more files here in the lower right. So it's added additional files, which is actually pretty cool. And the search feature is just really, really useful. I could see where this could come in very, very handy. So just kind of wanted to go through and give you a look at that. Like I say, I'm liking this software so much, I'm really looking at probably getting the paid version. I've had this for a while, and you know how it is. You look at a YouTube video, like I looked at the Power Word Spill video, and I think he was going through like 10 cool things that you can use in D&D. Well, of course, being the way I am, I had to go through and look at all 10 of them. And I looked at this and I thought, man, this is really cool. But then I put it aside for a couple months, and now I'm just getting back to it because I'm actually working on some world building, and I'm realizing I'm having a hard time remembering where I'm pulling adventures from and kind of organizing a lot of these files. And then when I want to search for something, I'm having a difficult time finding them. But this is like the perfect tool. So there is a paid version of this. You can buy a license, and I'm actually really considering it. It's in euros. Was it 16.47 euros? What is the equivalent of a penny? I honestly don't know. 16.47, I guess that's what that means, euros, which translates over to, like, I think it's US dollars. It's like under 20. It's $19 and something, I believe, which honestly is not bad because I believe he gives you the license, the ability to manage as many libraries as you want. And it doesn't even restrict you as far as how many computers you can install this on. So I've got this on one of my laptops. Maybe I want to put it on a desktop. It says here that you can unlock the full potential. It's valid for all versions of Doc Goblin released before your purchase or up to 3 years after. So that's not bad. I mean, I'm assuming this is going to last me a while. So 3 years, that's reasonable. After that period, if you update it, you'll be limited again to a maximum of 3 libraries. Oh, okay. So you could purchase a new license or download an older version of Doc Goblin from our website. So as long as I don't upgrade it, 3 years is a long time for me. So that's actually not bad. Um, and I believe there's no restrictions to. Oh yeah, you can use it on multiple machines. To use the key, you can enter it along with the email address you use, and the key can be used on multiple installations and devices. So there's no need to buy a separate license for each one. So in my opinion, paying $19 for this to have an unlimited number of libraries is worth it. And the fact that this is useful for more than just gaming, it could be useful for, I scan receipts, I scan contracts, I scan business documents, I've got for my drone business or for, any of the things I work on my own, my own business stuff, personal stuff. Could see a really good use for that. None of this stuff is shared online. The files are not shared on the internet. It's all stored on your own personal system. Like I said, mine is stored on a separate computer that I use as kind of a data server. But yeah, nothing's shared in the cloud. It's a desktop application. So I'm assuming as long as Microsoft doesn't, radically change file structures and so on, this should probably last for quite a while. So yeah, give it a shot. Give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. If you got any comments or if you've used the software, leave a comment and let me know.